Good evening slash morning, everyone. In honor of Photography Month, I convinced my mother to come on and show you guys her process for editing photos. We're going to talk a bit about what she does and how it corresponds with what I'm doing. So let's begin.
You know, I'm great until you put me on the spot, and then it's like, no, I don't know what to say now.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about the photo?
Well, this is Ari the Rugged Man, and if I remember correctly, it was 2015. And yeah, what else do you want to know? I'm not being combative, I'm just a little nervous.
How did it feel when you were shooting him?
Well, I love shooting, no matter what it is, most of the time. And basically, I just kind of go into a little bubble. And it's like just me and him there with the stage and whatnot. And I just shoot to my little heart's content. That's literally how I do it.
Should think of another question.
Oh, see, we had this all figured out, and now we're live, and I'm like, yeah.
Well, you said you were gonna.
So, okay, I've done photography since I was a kid. It has been something that I've always loved. My original aspiration was to be a photographer for National Geographic, but hey, what little kid never dreamed of that, okay? So, yeah, I'm kind of a far cry from that, but I really enjoy where I'm at. I started in the music industry about 10 years ago, and yeah, I've been working through that ever since. I kind of feel right now like I did my first couple of shows. It was really tough. I felt like I really didn't know what I was doing. And I was horribly shy back then. Talking to people was literally painful sometimes. So, yeah, this has forced me to grow a lot in a lot of different ways, and it's been actually a really cool journey.
Can you tell us one of your greatest stories you have where you...
One of my greatest stories? Yeah, my greatest faux pas. I will tell you my greatest faux pas. Oh my goodness. Okay. I have not made too many of these, but the ones I've made have been huge. So, I don't know I know you know who Sammy Mayfield is, but Sammy Mayfield is a blues singer that I have listened to since I was a kid that my dad was a big fan of, and I absolutely loved this man and never dreamed in a million years I'd be shooting him. And it was the same day that I signed the contract with the venue. And I came down the stairs and he's standing in front of me, and I was like, hi. And he was like so sweet, and he's like, hi, how are you? I'm like, great. He's like, what you doing tonight? I was like, I'm shooting you. And he looks at me and he's like, but why would you do that? And I didn't know what to say. I was like, oh my God, I really just said that to Sammy Mayfield. Holy shit. And the supervisor put his hand on my shoulder, like, don't worry about it. And he's like, she's our photographer. And he's like, oh, that's cool. So we got a good laugh out of it. Really sweet guy. We got to talk a lot that night, and it was really one of the coolest experiences I've had doing this.
I still can't believe you said that to Sammy Mayfield.
I know, right?
No, it's like photography humor. You're gonna shoot people and ask questions later.
Well, the sad thing is the way that society is right now, I really don't feel comfortable saying that anymore because, you know, I don't shoot with anything more than a 35 millimeter and hopefully someday a medium format or a large format, but it just doesn't feel right anymore. It's not funny anymore.
Thank you, Chris, for the lots of love to both of us. For Colmy, I'm interviewing my mother. It is National Photography. It is National Photography Month, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And she is a photographer. We're talking stories. We're talking correspondence to what I'm doing. We're discussing fun stories like shooting Sammy Mayfield. And just having a blast with it, you know? So I have to ask, what band was your favorite to shoot? Or name. I'm not gonna say.
Okay, that's not fair. You cannot do that to me because there have been hundreds of them, and I like them all for different reasons. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. I don't per se. Let me help you with this answer because the reason I can't pinpoint exactly one is that I shoot every genre. If it's in front of my camera, I'm shooting it. And sometimes it's the quality of the lights that make you love shooting them. Sometimes it's the faces. Like Ari the Rugged Man makes some of the greatest faces. And he has a very well thought out stage show. So you get really, really good pictures. So yes, I enjoy shooting him. He is one of my top people I love to shoot. Okay. Twisted, of course, because the faces, their lights, just the whole, yeah, they're really awesome. My guys, the guys that I work with, when we have a good night with the lights, I love it. Because I know what they're going to do because I've shot them so much and I know what to look for and I know what to wait for. And some of these other groups fall into that category too because over 10 years I've shot them so many times I got a feel for how they do their stage shows and their stage presences. My least favorite people to shoot are the serious newbies that run across the stage, flapping their arms with their head down, screaming the lyrics really, really fast.
So, Chris said she's the best photographer I know, and you're the best for doing an interview with her. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Chris. Love you.
He also said, I've been shot by you too.
Yes. Yes, many times.
So, goodness, what was the other question I was going to ask?
Well, I know one of the questions you wanted to ask me was what advice would you give to somebody getting into the art industry, period? Mm-hmm. Whether that be music or whatnot, because it all pretty much coincides with each other and we all coexist together because we're all required for everything that we all do anyway. So, is that one of the questions you still want to ask?
It is.
Yeah? Okay. Sorry, I'm getting a little over my stage fright here.
I'll also give an answer to if you'd like.
Yes, I would, because you're at another stage than most people that are just starting out. And your advice would also be very helpful because we're at different stages. I'm many years down the road. You know, I've been doing this for so long. I'm like, yeah, this is exactly how I need to set my camera. This is exactly what they're going to do. Click, click, click. I'm done. See ya. Boom. I'm out of here.
And then there's me who is 3 years along into it and still getting experience as I go.
Yes, that you're at a very important learning stage, which is great. But like, okay, when I first started out, yeah, I went to college. I learned about photography in college. I've been doing it my whole life, so I thought I knew a little something, something. I know how to run a business. I've run a lot of businesses. Okay, so I got that. I got all of that behind me, and I'm like, I'm ready to do this. I am so ready to do this. Let's freaking go. I'm going to take over the world. I'm going to just come out fighting, and then you walk into it and it's nothing like what you were expecting, and you get so discouraged at first because you're turned down at every turn. And then somehow, if you really, really, really want to, you find a way. But my advice to people starting out is don't let people discourage you. Don't let circumstances discourage you. Keep fighting for it. If you really want it, you'll find a way. How I started was chasing bands, which was miserable, let me tell you, and shooting benefits. You go out and offer your services for free to people, and of course, yeah, then people expect it to be free, but well, you got to start somewhere. We all had to start somewhere, and that's where you generally start. So that's a good way to go, and that gets your foot in the door. And as an artist of any type, you have to remember that every single person you come into contact with is a potential fan. And if you come at them like other people do, oh, hey, look at me, I'm badass, I do this, they're not, they're like, yeah, you and everybody else. So, there's things that you learn in networking to do and to not do. And my biggest piece of advice, no matter where you are in the industry, is to just stay humble and remember that everybody came from the bottom. None of us had this handed to us. We had to work our butts off.
So Chris said his answer to being in the music entertainment industry is don't do it half-assed, or make sure you invest in yourself.
Yes, sir. Most definitely. We talk about that often.
For my advice, because I am a game designer slash artist, is go for it. You never really know what exactly is going to happen, and if you're really determined, opportunity comes knocking, you take it.
Well, hang on. You remember that saying that you like so much about opportunity?
It comes dressed in overalls and it's hard work.
And it looks like work. Yes, that's why most people see opportunity knocks around every corner, and opportunity knocks all the time. The problem is that you've got to work for it. It doesn't just say, hey, by the way, we want to pay you $1 million just to look good. Has that ever fucking happened?
No, it hasn't.
The life of a model is not all glamorous and glitz like people like to think it is. It is pretty rough. It is really fucking rough.
It doesn't glitter like gold.
Yes, it is not Edward Cullen, okay? But
as far as booking management or musicians, don't promise anything you can't deliver. Always have humility.
Humility, yes. Yes, humility. You understand what he's saying?
I do understand.
It's staying humble.
See, and I think that's the biggest thing that keeps coming up is staying humble. I mean, you don't make it far by being bitter.
Oh, unless you're Zuckerberg. Sorry, that was from another stream. It was kind of an inside joke, but actually a lot of people do make it that way, but relationships with people that you work with don't last, and you get your reputation in a lot of industries is very important.
But it is.
Yeah, it's part of why I don't get involved in beefs. I usually bite my tongue very well.
Oh no, you're fine. Your answers are amazing. I actually appreciate it. Thank you, Chris.
Yes, Chris, please chime in. I'm nervous as hell. I don't ever do this, so
yes. Nobody else knows.
It's a secret.
A little Easter egg. But, the other thing too is that with me being in that important learning process, something that I would advise people is just stay on track. Don't get sidetracked from what you're doing and keep your eye on the prize, because that's what should motivate you.
Well, even if you do get sidetracked. Okay, my favorite thing that I always say to you, you don't ever fail until you quit trying, right?
Right.
And success is?
Finding 1,000,001 ways it doesn't work.
Exactly.
But, yeah. Like, the art industry is not easy.
It's not. And it's cliquey, and there's a lot of snobby people in it, and, if you get into a fight with the wrong person, you can ruin everything right there for yourself. And I've seen it happen many times.
Oh yeah. I've been watching it with you and seeing how the rise and fall of other people, and sometimes that fall is really sad.
Well, the fall is, you know what? It's hard to maintain in any industry that is so demanding of you in so many ways. And, let's be honest here, it can literally change the person you are quite easily. I mean, we just went through a thing. I haven't really spoken about this to anybody, but last year was so intense and has built up over the past 10 years so much that I literally had a mental breakdown. And I'm talking like total full on psychotic break, just walking in a dolly painting. That's the only thing I can describe it. And that's what this industry does to you. It puts so much stress on you to be perfect, to be nice, to kiss people's asses, to do what everybody else is doing. And then you have all of this hate flowing at you from every angle. People that are mad at you for some weird reason or just because you're you. And it gets to be so much. And I found through my time in this industry that I had to become two separate people. There is funny, fun-loving me that is likes to joke around and do stuff like that, and then there is the business me that is always serious. And my comfort level with you depends on what parts of me you see, and I find myself being more serious more of the time, and I feel like I was losing touch with who I really was because it was pushing me to be this person. Because had I not, I don't know that I would have survived this. Because you have to grow a backbone, you have to grow a thick skin, you have to learn to be bitchy because you do need to stand up for yourself.
Chris also said models, musicians, and photographers all go hand in hand. If you have an attitude, then don't come by me, anyone I work with, as it'll never work out for you in the long run. I'll keep quiet and not say any names, as mom's the word.
Oh, yeah, I know, and I'm not throwing names. I'm just generalizing stuff. I mean, from my experience, and Chris, you've been a big part of my experience. So you've seen firsthand a lot of the stuff that I've gone through. And, most of the time I handle it with grace because what people do is not a reflection of me, it's a reflection of them. And I honestly know I'm a very intimidating woman. I always have been. And I always will be. Your turn. I don't know what to say after that, Medusa.
Well, what happened with you also goes hand in hand with me.
Well, I was talking about the whole meat. I mean, okay, what? See, I can't remember his name. It was Da Vinci, right? The Cut of Zero.
And no, that was Picasso.
No, that wasn't
Or
Picasso.
Vincent. It was Van Gogh.
It was Van Gogh. Van Gogh. Okay, sorry. I'm like, okay, he went so crazy he cut a zero. Picasso went crazy. What we're talking, his blue era cubism. Um, one of my favorites. One of my absolute favorites. Red Skelton. Red Skelton got into some really crazy sculpture there towards the end. And it was just wow.
So Chris said, if you don't have thick skin, please do me a favor. Get the heck out now, or you're doing yourself and everyone around you a disservice, which I agree.
Yeah, that's for somebody like at my level, Chris. When you're first starting out, I didn't have a thick skin. I almost quit because oh my god, it was like my fifth shoot, and I was like, oh my god, it's red and it sucks. I fucked up. I'm never gonna be able to do this, and I melted the fuck down, thinking that was it. My whole career was over because this one place was red as fuck, and I couldn't get anything decent out of it. And I had somebody that was very kind and gave me a wonderful pep talk, and like I think about it a lot when I have a failed shoot, and it's like, I'm at the mercy of other factors. And I can only do what I can do. And sometimes I can work miracles, but sometimes I can't.
She's a miracle worker at times.
Sometimes I am. Sometimes I'm surprised I pull anything out of a shoot. I'm like, whoa, okay. And sometimes I'm mad at myself because I felt it should have been better.
Yeah. I've seen it a couple of times.
Oh, I know. You sit here and listen to me screaming about, why is your hand out of focus?
But let me actually ask you something. What is the scariest shoot for you to edit?
Honestly, and most of your horrorcore artists, especially the ones that are very visual.
Well, you overcame that because, lo and behold, you did have thick skin, you just didn't know it.
You're too kind, Chris.
Yeah. I remember you telling me about Twisted being one of those terrifying shoots, and we were sitting there. I was sitting there watching you edit one day, and it's like red, white, Twisted, and it was like one of those really scary photos, and it's all red, and you're just like, whoa!
It happens with Blaze also. There's a couple of people I've shot. Mushroom Head was kind of freaky. With the masks and the lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was like a great shoot, but that's, and I do my editing at night because of my eyes. I have an astigmatism, so the light does weird shit to my eye. And yeah, sometimes it's usually late at night and I'm all alone with me and my dog and I'm getting scared.
That's great. You know, I think that some of the stories you've told me have been like comical or like something that you're just like, whoa about.
Oh, dude, I broke 4 ribs the first night shooting there, and I laugh about it. I'm like, yeah, hey, no pain, no gain, right? I got my ribs dislocated at a show, and I'm like, dude, it was a badass shoot. I just couldn't figure out why I was in so much pain, you know? I'm a zebra today. That's freaking cool. Oh my god, I got 2 black eyes instead of 1 now. But the thing is that I'm so far in the zone when I'm shooting, I don't notice that I'm injured. I just keep going because I gotta get the shot. Remember, I'm playing musical Pokemon. Gotta catch them all, gotta catch them all.
Aim for their heads.
Yes.
Chris said, one of my scariest shoots I've seen is Mushroom Head or Rob Zombie. Personally, my opinion.
Yes, I would love to shoot Rob. So, that brings up Spider One. Powerman 5000. When they came as the aliens, that was a pretty trippy shoot to do at night.
Also, Mudvayne is up there too a couple of times.
I've never shot Mudvayne, although now I have a chance. I hopefully won't get another black eye. Most violent concert I've ever been to, and I wasn't shooting it, thank God.
Getting kicked in the face.
Oh, I did. I got kicked in the face, almost drug over the barrier. I had fucking chain link bruises down my front. My feet were purple. And I ducked down for a crowd surfer, and he went over me, and I stood back up, and he swung his leg back and clipped me behind the head, and he got me in the face with his heel. And then he almost carried me over, and I was just like, the security was like, what the fuck? I'm like, get the fuck away from me. Just get the fuck away from me. If another motherfucker touches me, I'm going to freak out. I just want to enjoy the concert. Yeah. Now I want to shoot him, so it might be different. Although the barricade's like this big, so I don't know if I'll fit.
Well, hopefully he doesn't get a cracked head again. Mudvayne?
Yeah.
There's some like violent concerts, guys.
Oh, dude, I saw Mudvayne every year for like 6 years. because they always came around a certain someone's birthday, and that was what I got them for a present, was tickets to go see Mudvayne, and I went because I like Mudvayne.
I like a lot of Mudvayne too.
I was tickled pink, purple, and blue when they said they got back together. That was just
One of the badass shoots I've seen would be Ramenstein or Ramstein.
Ramstein.
Yeah.
Okay, how about the Misfits? I mean, we could go on here like the Misfits, like okay, we could go back in time. Okay, if I had a time machine, who would I go shoot?
David Bowie and Freddie Mercury.
No, I'd go shoot Live Aid because all of them were there. It would be either that or Woodstock, and well, if I had, I'd go back to Live Aid.
Live Aid.
Because Woodstock would have been cool, but I ain't shooting in the rain and mud. Fuck that.
That's why it's called Mudvayne. Just kidding.
Oh, you're funny. You're funny. Well, no, I mean, dude, there's so many people that would be on my bucket list of people to shoot. It's crazy, and I'll never accomplish all of it. It'll be fun to try.
Sorry, everybody, putting the keyboard back. Huh?
So, what else, little missy, do you want to know? You want to know why you're learning photography and what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what's something that goes right hand in hand with photography?
Cinematics and
Videography.
you gotta click it.
Oh.
I told you my mouse was weird.
Yeah, it is. And this is not how I'm used to this being.
So, promise Chris you can go to Mudvayne. He'd go back and see Jimi Hendrix and or Pink Floyd.
Alright, yeah. Okay, but are we talking pre-Roger Waters' departure or after it? That's my question. Woo. No, honestly, that's part of what this is. You gotta see how far the thresholds go, because see, watch there, you'll get, and if you look at the smoke, you see how you get different lighting on the smoke,
Yeah.
and how that you can see the pixelation and the grain.
Yeah.
And then over here, you still have him nice and clear, and it's all smooth and smoky.
Yeah.
So that's how you know.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You know what's cool? This would be considered a close-up.
Yes. Do you know what the difference between close-up, extreme close-up, and macro is?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
With close-up, it's... Oh, shoot. See, I can't think. I just learned this, too. Because we have to do it for my class.
Yeah?
But I know close-up is, like, close-up to the camera. Or it appears close-up like this does. Extreme...
Okay, this would be considered a headshot.
A headshot?
This is not a close-up, this is a headshot.
Both, why not? We can do Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Hang on, let's see, did I put any in here?
Did you hear that?
We can do what?
Both, why not? We can do a Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure.
Okay, I guess I didn't put any that are really good.
You have Spider-1 in there.
Yeah, but we're doing this one right now. I was gonna try and show you, but I don't think I put any extreme close-ups in here.
And then macro's like right on top of it.
Macro, okay. Most of the pictures that you see of like spiders, when you can see what's in the picture other than the spider, is a...
You're drama king. We have to show you
is an
it,
extreme close-up. A macro shot is every hair on it, and the spider is all you see. That would be macro. Taking pictures of grains of salt is macro. It's macro. So,
micro.
anyways,
I understand.
okay, so there are different varying degrees, but an extreme close-up would be if the picture started about here, and this was all you saw. You get what I'm saying?
Yes. Chris said, "We are the wild stallions airplane."
Okay.
So
Okay, so
you're playing with the thresholds.
yes, see,
Can you explain why you do that?
because I can see that this is way too much, and this is way too much, so you'd want to be right around here.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't define every little bit, but it gives you a little more clarity, right?
Mhm.
Okay, and then here's the actual clarity. And what clarity does is, this is how people do the fake HD. You know why it goes grainy?
Why?
Because that's how they do the fake HD.
Yeah. Most of the marijuana photos are micro because you see all
Macro.
trichromes. Good point.
Yes. Yes. And that's actually really good. Okay, so this one. Ooh.
Hey, look, he looks really foggy.
No, actually, that's accentuating the white in the smoke. That's why it looks like that over him. And then if I go opposite, that's the green. We don't want more green. We don't need no green. Okay, so you see how it's really super dark?
Yeah.
But when you're looking at this, you know what you really need to look at?
Where the light's coming from?
Okay, first off, you kind of keep an eye on the face, but what you need to look at is your smoke cloud. Because at certain intervals, you see what happens to it?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
So I didn't really need to mess with that very much. I was just kind of showing you. And I'm not doing artsy stuff, so we don't want green. No sharpening.
So you sharpen the photo.
So yeah, and this is another way that they do the fake HD. Because the more that you sharpen it, you see how it creates a white line around it? That's why that's what it does, is it highlights everything to give it the appearance that it's sharper than it is.
Yeah, and
okay, and
thank
then
you, Chris, for trying to help me out. That actually does help. And that's an easier way to remember it, too. Use a plant.
Use what?
Use a plant, like a marijuana plant. You see the the trichromes, you know?
Yeah.
That's what macro is.
Well, see, there's even smaller photography than macro.
Oh, I know.
And that is because of Royal Raymond Wright. So, yeah. So this, you see how it was all kind of grainy?
Yeah.
And now it's all smooth and nice.
Yeah.
The only problem with this is that you do tend to lose a little bit of texture here. I really don't like this new platform.
Yeah.
Yeah. It took away a bunch of controls. Okay, so this will tell you. Is it going to tell you what it is? Is it going to tell you what it is? Haha, see? Now this is the cool thing. It automatically picks up what lens I was using.
Nice.
And then I can, this is one of the cool ones. Ooh, you can warp it.
Wow.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah. So
you can also do lens vignetting.
Mm.
which I could actually. That actually doesn't. I do. Okay, so you see how you use a vignette?
Yeah.
That's where a lot of people fuck up.
So Chris said Alice Cooper would be an amazing to see in or photo shoot too.
Yes, Alice Cooper would be most definitely. That is not good. So they do not have a lot of
The features you
the
need,
features that they used to have.
like
What-
hue and saturation. And all
What did
that.
they do with all that? I can't.
That's
find
in the
it.
same place. The view.
Huh?
The view.
Yep, I'm a dork. Okay, no, cause see,
Oh, it's in there.
no. Where you see it?
Profile, show original, photo grid, square grid.
This is like serious, like photo or.
I saw it earlier.
I don't see it.
It's okay.
I don't see it.
It could be under
It's just
photo.
set up weird.
Or not photo.
It's just set up weird.
We'll figure it out.
This is my first time trying this one, so forgive me.
Yeah, she's new to the new platform.
This is a new platform. I'm not used to.
This is 2021. She's using 2019 on her other computer.
Ah, there it is. Nope, that's not it. Oh, okay, hang on. Yeah, that's not it either.
Hue, saturation, and luminance.
Oh, well, they simplified it. Because watch, we can go lighten his face a bit. Then we can darken the blue back there a little bit. And yellow.
So tell me something, Mom. What is, besides the Sammy Mayfield, what is like one of your best memories?
One of the best memories.
Yes. You can do more than one if you feel like it.
I do more than one. Oh goodness. That's a tough one. Wow.
We love you too, Chris.
Is he going to bed?
And thank you. He said both of you are rock stars, and I love both of you so much.
Love you too, Chris, and thank you. You're
Thank you.
awesome. I don't know. You know what? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I could ask you to tell that one story.
You are such a punk. You are such a punk. No, we're not telling that one story. Okay. It's not that big a deal. But I don't know. I mean, I think that most of the time what I enjoy the most is like when I get to meet the artists and get to actually talk to them and learn a little bit about them. And, well, you know, I am always asking people about their marketing because that's what's important. If you know what other people are doing that's working, then that helps you in the long run too. And I've gotten some great advice from some of the most unlikely places. So it's like really cool. Yeah, I don't know. There's so many different, and a lot of times I'm not really there doing anything other than shooting. So I guess the good nights were the nights I didn't get hurt is how it works. I don't know. When I'm there, I'm on a mission. I'm here to fucking take pictures. I'm gonna damn well take pictures, and then I go home and die.
It's true sometimes. She's just like flop on the bed and...
Well, that's like after Gorefest or something, man. That's like 3 days of constant shooting.
My trigger finger is tired.
It is, and by the third day, I can't see. I came Medusa headed in my pajamas and I'm grunting at people.
You think that's how most photographers are too? They go in their pajamas
No,
and grunt at
because
people?
no. I don't speculate, but I know what I do. I can't say what other people do. It's not my place. I do see stuff, but it's non-consequential because I don't do that stuff because I see what it does, so I don't do it. So that's another thing that people should know is learn from other people's mistakes
Mm-hmm.
because that will help you in the long run. I'll tell you one thing I do know is that a spouse or a partner can fuck up your career faster than you can.
And we've both seen it happen
Oh,
too
I've
many times.
seen it many times. I've seen it many times, and it's like, wow, okay.
Chris said, one of my best memories with Metallica and Guns N' Roses at age 6, or Kiss and Motley Crue at age 22, both with my pops as far as rock shows, but I have other rock shows that were amazing too.
Well, if we're talking all-time concert, that was David Bowie, hands down. I was 19 at McNichols Arena, and we walked into my favorite fucking song, and there was a 50-foot fucking screen behind him, and that man was just fucking amazing live. It kind of helps that I always had a crush on him since I was a little girl, and it wasn't because of Labyrinth. It was because my brother used to sneak me into his room so he could play music for me because I wasn't allowed to listen to that music and I wasn't allowed to hang out with him. And he played David Bowie. And I don't remember what picture, I want to say it's The Man Who Sold the World, that picture of him with the made up face and the blue suit. And I was like, wow, I must have been a really strange kid. Yeah, if we're saying favorite concerts. And okay, my second favorite, because this one is like so close it's disgusting just because of who it was and what time frame it was. And it was Chuck Berry. I got to see Chuck Berry when he could still move. No, he did his little hoppy kick thing. It was like, oh my god. I was like, dude, I want to say I was like 10 years old or something like that. It was like one of the coolest things ever to see. And that was at the old Mile High Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's sad. All the best concert places from back then are gone.
Hands down, all-time favorite would have been Vanilla Ice for me. You know, I keep telling...
And that's why I love you, Chris.
I keep telling people if you take me to 30 Seconds to Mars, I'd be happy for life.
See, and I've seen Metallica. I saw Queensryche. I saw and the Metallica concert was when they came by themselves. So it was 2 hours of nothing but Metallica, and we had second row seats. And I'm like, fuck yeah. And that was a badass concert in itself too. I've seen Frankie Avalon and the Shirelles, because you got to get into some of that 50s stuff. That stuff is great dancing music.
That song just ran through my head. Old School Hollywood.
Really, because I had the Shirelles in my head because we saw the Shirelles too. Yeah. Yes, I know. But no, Cool 105 used to do concerts. They used to do throwback concerts, and they do all the golden oldies. So I got to see a lot of them that were still alive when I was a teenager. The only concerts my dad let me go to, unless it was the symphony.
Yeah, he said, or even James Brown, like, damn, I forgot about that one.
That would have been a fucking show. Damn. My biggest regret when it comes to concerts was that John Bonham died right before they came to Denver. So we didn't get to see Led Zeppelin.
See, that's kind of like me and the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I've been wanting to see them too, and they're, I forget if it's their bassist or their guitarist, but one of them died, and it's like, oh man.
Oh my god, I have that stupid scene from that movie in my head right now because it's like really true. You know what the problem with getting old is?
What?
Is that you grow up with a genre and those people are older than you. So as you get older and the things you used to find comfort in and the things that you idolized are starting to die. And it's just like I've got that stupid part of a Scary Movie in there where he's like, your teacher's dead and so's your dog. Everyone you love is dying.
Everyone you love is dying around you.
That's how it feels sometimes. It's like, dude. Okay, one of the hardest ones was Sid. Sid Haig was an amazing actor. Just and I'm not even talking the Rob Zombie stuff. I'm talking before that. And it's like, dude, we're having some pretty major losses in what shaped your generation also because it shaped your parents.
It was with Little Richard. I remember it all too well now. Little Richard.
Little Richard, that must have been fun. Dude. I could have got down with some of that. I totally dig that. Oh, and Eve 6 got back together. Yes, I know I already said that, but I'm excited.
She's excited.
I don't know why I like them so much. I just love Eve 6.
Because you would swallow your pride, you would choke on the reins.
I like his voice.
It's soothing.
It is.
It's like Bearded Ghost's voice. Oh my goodness, just broadcast that.
But yeah, I mean, and yeah, there's a lot of bands getting back together that'll be fun. But, you know, we're going to start losing members of some of the people that started a lot of music genres. And we're coming up here on the anniversary of, we just passed the anniversary of his death, but we're coming up on Joey Ramone's birthday. That was a tragic loss in my eyes. I know a lot of people don't like the Ramones, but I fucking love the Ramones. I don't want to be buried
He said,
Pet Cemetery.
He said it was wild. I remember I was only 5 for that.
Dude. I think I was like 10 my first real concert. And then like my first real concert, because these were like after football games, that's when I saw Chuck Berry, so I didn't really count those as real concerts. But one of the first ones was David Bowie.
He only knows one Eve 6 song, sadly.
Yeah, that's okay, shit. He's introduced me to so much music. And well, there are some bands that I would prefer, that I would refer to him over Eve 6. Although I think he'd probably dig Eve 6. But I'm strange. I'll listen to almost anything except for techno. I can't do techno. And I'm a redhead, go figure.
You ain't got no soul.
I'm soulless and I can't handle techno. I still want to do a DJ group or an electronica group. Just straight electronica, not the DJ doing it, but like having people actually playing it and have them all be gingers and have them be no soul required.
I like ginger snaps for that techno.
No, it should be no soul required. That would be so.
And they have to be a bunch of redheads, right?
Yes. But you gotta get the right redheads, because redheads like my red hair get offended when you call them gingers.
I want to go to a Disturbed concert, and Disturbed is where I've been really hooked to. That's like my childhood band.
Yes. Now, I got a story about Ray if she wants to tell embarrassing music stories.
Alright, let's tell embarrassing music stories. Come on.
Oh my goodness, how old were you? I was pregnant with Anya, and I was working at the warehouse, and y'all came to pick me up from work, and Disturbed was blaring, and on the way home, Down with the Sickness comes on, and Ray sticks her head out the window and starts doing the growl at people. It was freaking great. Yes, it was great. You were like 6. You had to be like 6, like 5 or 6. I think you were in kindergarten because that's why, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was great.
I also remember another one where Eric was driving down Colfax and I stuck my head out in the part in the game where he's like, rah, rah.
Yeah.
I was doing that at people too.
Yeah. I wonder where you got that stuff from. Because I sure don't bark at people when they whistle at me.
Oh, wait. So you're telling me you wouldn't go see Venja Boys with me? That is, if you know who that is, LMFAO. Hey, son, it's like a good time. It was a good time, you know.
Shit. You get me a photo pass, I'll go see anybody with you, Chris. Oh, come on, that was funny.
I'm gonna go growl at people now. Actually,
you probably don't remember, but when you were younger, when people would make me really... This was before I started humming the Guilty Sparks theme. I would growl under my breath because I was just so frustrated. And I know you kids heard me.
Where do you think I got it from?
Yeah, I know. Bad influence, bad woman. Okay, so that's about that, I guess. I'm not going to go too far in depth because I don't have my right program, but there's a few other things, like you could soften this up.
Yeah, I'm going to have to let you play around with this.
Yeah, because I got to find all my tools because mine is set up completely different than this.
Yeah.
But here, we'll...
Do you know who the Venja Boys are?
I don't know. I don't remember names so much as faces. Like I shot Johnny Denver at the first 420 rally that I shot seriously, and I ran into him a few years later, and I was like, "Why do you look so familiar to me? I don't know where I know you from." And then I pinpointed it, and I had to chuckle to myself.
And they do the song "We Like to Party" or "Boom Boom Boom."
Yeah.
I know who they are.
Ah, okay. Hey, I'm not saying I wouldn't like them, you know. I hear a lot of music I've never heard before and tend to like some of it. That's my musical horizons have expanded so much doing this. But I definitely know what I like and what I don't like these days.
Yep, it is EDM and techno.
Oh, see, nope. Okay, if you got me some noise canceling headphones and a photo pass. Honestly, that stuff, the repetition and the tones send me into an anxiety attack.
You too.
It's the high tones that it stays at. It's like cartoon music. Some cartoon music will send me into an anxiety attack because just the tones are so grating on my nerves. Juliette Lewis's voice. That's the tone that starts the grading process.
I'm gonna grade in your neck.
That's why the subway fucking hamster.
Secret no swamps. When you bring it up, what is that?
No. stop.
I'm done.
Seriously, just stop it. You see, it's the tone that the dog whines at, and he knows that. He's not doing it. I'm just saying it's that they know that tone.
Awfully quiet.
That's why a lot of violin music is really just to me.
Yeah, I like the cello.
I like the cello. Okay, the Four Seasons. Okay, that is like my go-to for violin music. I love the Four Seasons. Okay, Bach, Beethoven, the normal ones, Tchaikovsky. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, but some of it I'm just like, I like intense, deep.
No. You gotta go and listen. I'm so tempted to ask Ray to play a song of theirs now. I can't while I'm streaming.
Copyright. Copyright saved me. I'm sorry, Chris. I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna make her listen to it after. Or she'll look it up on her own. I know she gets curious.
I do. Or you could send me a song that you like and I'll listen to it.
And she might even show the little ones and they might enjoy it too.
Hey, just because I don't like it doesn't mean the little ones wouldn't. And I sit through fucking Baby Shark a million fucking times.
A portal.
No, it's not the song that opened the portal. It's all the millions of kids that have been dancing in circles to it, screaming at the top of their lungs, thrilled to death. So the energy in the circle, yeah, they created a wave of hell. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't spam her inbox. I would pick your top, 5. I know that's difficult, but top 5. Or top 10. I'll give you 10.
Wow! Top 10, huh?
Yeah, I'm down for some good music. You might actually dig them.
I might. Yeah, but when I run through this room screaming because the pitch or the repetition.
We'll give you some headphones and see if it
that, or I'll be making up songs to it. Oh my god, I've never wanted to kill
I'm a gummy
so
bear. I hear that over and over from my nieces. Lucky you, it's Baby Shark. Yes and no. Sometimes it gets annoying. Like, Lonnie's addicted to sticky bubble gum.
He's gotta find the what's it called? The Halloween one.
Halloween Baby Shark?
Yeah.
Baby Shark.
The Halloween one was cute. And swim like a baby shark or shake your frit tail.
It's Baby Shark, Baby Shark, Prophet spins, or it shake his tail, shake.
Oh, you should tell them there's an EDM version of.
There is, and the kids just love it, and it's obnoxious after the 20th time you've heard it.
Okay, there's some new stuff in here.
It's just like Baby Shark, and it does that, and then it goes, Mommy, Daddy, Grandpa, yeah. Yeah, I've heard it too many times.
A few too many times.
I can sing it, that's the scary thing.
I know.
You know, that's the other thing, too. I know that, as someone who does sing as well. Oh no, please save me. You'll be okay. But as someone who does also sing too, but not really to many people, it's quite entertaining when you're able to sing songs that are kid songs. He knows the EDM Baby Shark.
Right on. So they have myrtleated you with it too.
Woohoo, myrtlation. You gonna take off?
Sorry, I figured y'all were doing my little thing here that you were. See, there's my lens.
Oh, should I growl at people?
No, don't growl at people. We're grown now, remember?
You know what? You might be grown, but I'm still a kid at heart.
I am too, but that doesn't mean you get to growl at me.
I'm gonna growl at you first.
Honey, if you growl at me, the dog might growl at you and it might make him upset.
Ah, good point.
Okay, who else do we have here?
Oh, God.
What do we have here?
I don't know.
I'll tell you what, just for Chris.
Do some Power Man. Because my eardrums hated me for a month straight. Oh goodness. Yep, portal Mom.
You know it.
Besting adult eardrums and making us all crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna laugh so hard if that's what causes the zombie apocalypse. People just hearing a bunch of Baby Shark over and over.
Okay,
and over
I
again.
keep hearing it's gonna be the vaccine.
You keep hearing it's gonna be the vaccine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, isn't that what conspiracy theorists are saying? It's the vaccine.
Yeah.
The vaccine is gonna kill you. Not before the environment will.
Hey, he knows that guy.
Yeah, he knows that guy.
Make for a very happy Chris, right?
Well, he's always telling me I can send pictures to him if you want. And I'm like, none of them are good enough. I suck. Huh, Chris?
You're funny. Fireman 5000.
Okay.
I love the excitement.
This is looking really wonky.
Really wonky, huh?
Yeah. There we go.
Huh. You making stuff wonky. It's not like we're Dilophosaurus. We're not
Dilophosaurus.
Yeah. No, I guess it's Dilophosaurus, right?
Okay,
Or is
so
it the flailed dragon?
did you see that little maneuver there?
Yes, I did.
I went down instead of up. Because you see what happens when you go up? Do you see how it grains out immediately?
It's okay. There's no harm in doing so.
Right?
He tagged them.
Tagged who?
Fireman 5000.
Oh God, Chris, come on now. Now you really put me on the spot and make me like, dude, I can't fuck it up. No, I can't fuck it up now, damn it.
You having fun now?
Oh no, now I'm even more nervous.
Oh, don't be nervous. You got this.
You know how I am.
You know what? Let me tell you something. You know why you shouldn't be nervous?
What?
This is your artwork, and your artwork is fucking amazing.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I have my moments where I'm just like, it all sucks. I hate it.
You shouldn't hate it.
Oh, honey. I am my own worst critic.
Well, that's a good thing.
Well, if they gave me my other controls, I could literally
just done.
change the color of this completely without it being the whole thing. But there we go.
The dog is over here snoring.
That's good. Happy dog. A bit
brighter.
Well, see, I'm looking at your screen because we already know your screen's a little off. So I'm trying to gauge just how off it is. That looks better, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
And it looks crazy on this one.
Yeah, it does.
So this TV is so not calibrated. You're right, we should have probably done it on mine.
Maybe next time listen.
Well, look how beautiful that is. I can see it on your screen right there.
Yeah, it does look great.
So it looks like that on everybody else's screen, even though it looks like that on this one. That's funny.
You're great. Right here, I'll tag Liam to Ari the Rugged Man.
Huh?
He also tagged Ari the Rugged Man.
Oh, Chris, you've got to stop, dude. And
Hey,
I love you.
You know, he took the advice of other people and he's advertising what he likes. Promoting what he likes. Enjoy the promotion, you know why?
I do. I just get weird.
Oh, Cool Me said great photos.
Huh?
Cool Me said great photos.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll do one of my favorites. Who's that?
Ooh, it's Brent Ashton.
Is it? Pretty sure about that. Dude, do you know how many times I fucking just... Oh, what a hard person to shoot.
I can do this all day or night.
Hey, I know Brent's not on social media anymore.
I would die of laughter if he was able to still tag him.
Well, the last time I saw anything from him was he posted a picture about he got married and he was working on his clothing business, actually. And he makes some badass clothes. Just like some epically badass clothes.
Mm.
What's that look on yours? Can you see his face?
Yeah. You can.
Oh, Chris, you crack me up, dude.
And all I
We're
hear,
gonna actually do like a crop in here.
all I hear is your daughter does live streams. And she decided to interview her mother.
Yeah.
Who is an amazing photographer, but you're right, you're your own worst critic.
Well, what do you expect? Okay, so you see what my problem is here now.
Baby Suicide is who we need you to shoot more of.
I would love to shoot
Yes,
Baby
they're
Suicide
tagged too.
again. Who?
Baby Suicide.
Baby Suicide wasn't in here. That's not Baby Suicide.
I think it's because he loves your photos.
I would absolutely love to shoot Baby Suicide again.
I just want to go find Suicide the movie.
It is pretty cool. See, okay, this is the part that's getting me. because okay, I needed to see it on your screen because you see how on this one it's still red, yet on yours it's black.
Yeah.
Okay. See, throw me off, throw me a curveball. That's fine.
He knows it's not them. Name that band.
Oh, we could do that. I got another file ready.
Name that band.
We could play Name That Band. I'm not kidding. We could play Name That Band.
Yeah. It could be a fun little game.
Okay, so how does that look on your screen?
Looking good, Mom.
Because if you look at it, it looks totally different on your screen than it does on this.
Do you need me to turn it towards you?
Huh?
Do you need me to turn it towards you?
No, I'm just guesstimating right now. Let's just say I've done this for so long, I can pretty much guesstimate where it needs to be.
Hey, he pretty much said I was right. He said, just trying to get everyone's attention that the best photographer is busy at work.
Oh, honey. I wish it did. I wish it worked like that.
Oh, see, promote what you love.
I know, honey.
Promote what you love. And obviously, there's a lot of people that love your work.
Okay. I'm having enough to have time with this, but that's the basic gist of how you do it. If I can find the picture, I don't know where the picture went. Ah, yeah. That's the one I was gonna do because, like, you can see it's, like, really not clear at all. But if you do it right, you can bring out. Is that blurry?
Yeah, it's blurry.
Okay, well, it's blurry. I'm still gonna do.
Is that true?
No, that's Chris Paxton.
Is it?
And don't you dare tag Chris in this because this is a horrible picture and he'll yell at me. But okay, so you see, if you do it right, you can even see, and this is how this changes color. And you see at the red, it's a little brighter, blue is darker. And then you got the green and.
Yeah.
And then we can just go totally black and white if we wanted to, but not quite that way.
I promote and advertise what I love. See, I told you. I told you.
You're too kind, Chris.
Hey, you know what? Good things happen.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so you couldn't see anything before, and now sometimes this is how the coloring is for pictures. Okay, granted, I couldn't tell if it was out of focus or not when I picked it because I couldn't really see it, but it is possible to pull something out of nothing.
Oh, so he has to ask something. Go ahead and ask. We will definitely try to answer it to the best of our ability.
I'm afraid to tap on any more pictures, damn it. No more tagging people. there any other cool pictures in here? What else we got? So how did that come out? Did that come out okay on your end?
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
It's the dog. The dog is snoozing. We have a pit mastiff that it just sounds like he's having a really good dream right now.
Yeah, he does that.
So he snores.
He's also pit mastiff, so he snores.
Weird dog snores. He talked to.
Have you ever seen a mastiff? What's that dog that was in frickin' oh goodness.
Beethoven?
No, that's the Saint Bernard. But they have the same jaws as the Saint Bernard, where they just like flat. Okay, but I'm thinking Turner and Hooch. Does he not remind you of Hooch?
Yes, he does.
There you go.
I thought you were like, I'm scared to click on any more photos.
No, I am my own worst critic, but that's also why I progress.
It's all good. I appreciate you acknowledging the dog snoring. I'm sorry he's pretty loud.
Hey, it's better him snoring than whining, trust me.
Yeah.
He's actually been pretty good tonight.
I do agree. You sure you don't want to click on any more photos?
No. I'm good. I'm done.
You're done?
Yeah, this is frustrating me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's quite alright. It's frustrating me because I'm not sure where all of my tools are, and some of them, like, I would do a couple more adjustments to this normally. But I can't find my tools to do that.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
Different versions of these memes.
I'll have to check out this one because I'm gonna have to learn it eventually. It's just really weird compared to the old one.
Yeah. I get you.
But I mean, come on, I've learned how many Photoshops are we on now?
I don't even know.
I've learned all of them.
Creative Cloud. We're on Creative Cloud.
I learned all of the Word every time they change that shit on me. I still hate Excel. Fuck Excel. Excel fucking sucks. They could have made a much easier program.
And they just wanted to be complicated.
Of course they did. They wanted you to have to take a test that you could do this stupid fucking program before you got hired.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of it. You learn the program.
Oh, honey, I'm older than household computers. That's crazy.
It is. So, you're sitting here telling me embarrassing.
No.
Well, no, I'm not asking you to tell that one. You talked about the Sammy Mayfield one, and I'm pretty sure that one was embarrassing too.
Oh, honey, that one was totally embarrassing.
Telling Sammy Mayfield you're gonna shoot him.
See, I'm actually usually very quiet, and I learned a long time ago in my industry that a lot of times meeting the artist is pointless. Who you need to connect with is their tour manager, because they're the ones that generally make sure that you have what you need. So if you know the tour manager, it doesn't matter if you've ever met the band or not. But then again, something we were talking about earlier was I've kind of took the route to work smarter, not harder, because chasing bands was really freaking miserable. And hooking up with the venue was probably the best thing that ever happened to me because that allowed me to network so much with so many different people.
Thank you, Chris, for the follow. He's on Twitch now.
Nice. I refuse. I already have too much social media to try to deal with. I just want to shoot.
But we could feature her here whenever she feels like it.
Yeah.
It's not the end of my mom being streamed.
Oh, see. Now I just feel like a party favor.
You're the best party favor. You make me laugh every day, and I love you.
I'm the comedy. I'm the comedy relief. I'm okay with that. I'm totally okay with that.
For sure?
Yes. But anyhow, so we never really did get into the whole how what I do coincides with what you do and why you had to take photography classes.
It's mainly to understand like lighting, your camera angles, your perspective. Pretty much when you're looking through a camera, it's perspective.
It's geometry.
Well, it's the viewport's your perspective, and that helps with where the geometry is. Like it could be 1D, 2D.
Well, okay, the most important thing in cinematography and photography and in what you do is your angles. We were talking about Halo Reach and how Halo Reach was ridiculous because you would walk up to the wall and you couldn't figure out how to get away from it. Or maybe I'm just extra special and couldn't do it. But it was ridiculous, and the perspective was like really hard to deal with. So if you have an idea of cinematography, which is why you're studying the movies that you're studying and the things in the movies that you're studying.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yes. Well, that's part of why I suggested that you do Blade Runner for your final thing, because that is literally one of the most iconic films ever made.
Well, I also, for one of my assignments, have to interview 5 people and their reaction to the movie.
Nice.
I have 3 so far. I just need 2 more.
So did we get to watch Blade Runner with Tevin? I have the director's cut.
I hope so.
I have the director's cut. I pay homage to Rutger Hauer. Rest his soul.
Yes. Wait, he died, didn't
he? Yes, he died.
When?
Everybody you love is dying! Sorry.
Goodness, that scene from...
Yes, Rutger Hauer died right before David Bowie did.
He's dead.
So I lost Rutger Hauer and David Bowie like shortly after each other, and I was like, no.
Wasn't he making Arrested Development?
No. I don't think the last movie that I remember seeing Rutger Hauer in was Batman, like a way Batman's ago. And it was just a minor role.
Way Batman's ago.
Way Batman's ago. I quit watching them after the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm sorry, that was just not Danny DeVito as the Penguin. Okay.
So who's your favorite Batman?
Why would you ask me that? Okay.
So I'm a punk.
Yeah, you're a punk.
I'm a punk.
Okay, well, you gotta understand that I grew up on Adam West as Batman. So forever he is Batman. It's like Christopher Reeves is always going to be Superman. Because that's who that was. And Lou Ferrigno is forever going to be the Hulk, no matter who he is. Okay, so that's just, it's something from my childhood. So, of course, it's Adam West. But if you get into the other Batmans, I think Christian Bale did a really good job. And unpopular opinion, I actually really liked Michael Keaton.
Nice.
My favorite villain in the Batman movies? You should know this one because it was one of my favorite actors. And he was one of my favorite villains in Batman.
It's not the Joker.
No, not the Joker.
It's not Harley Quinn.
No.
It's not the Penguin.
No.
The Riddler.
No.
Two-Face.
Who?
Two-Face.
No. Although.
Christian Bale is his favorite.
Nice. Very cool. Okay, so who's one of my favorite actors? To live and die in LA. Wonder why in LA.
Yeah, you're gonna smack me for it, but I'm not sure. Like, I'm not 100% positive.
Really? Okay. Part of his name is one of my favorite colors. It's my favorite color. And one of my favorite animals? Or mythological animals? The Green Goblin, damn it! It was Willem Dafoe.
That's Spider-Man.
Was that Spider-Man?
That was Spider-Man.
So I get confused. I'm like, okay.
You're a horrible girl.
I know. See, I can't even get my Batman villains right. No, actually, I was never really that big on Batman. I really wasn't. I was like, I liked the 60s Batman because it was like, pow, bam, boom. And that was the closest I could get to cartoons. Like comic books and stuff, because I wasn't allowed to touch them.
Come on, Mom. Woohoo.
Yeah, see, I can't even get my villains right. Stanley warped my fragile little mind. Now he's all the people I can think about. You know, up until I was almost 20, I didn't even know the difference between DC and Marvel. Other than, like, the cartoons that I had grown up watching.
Yeah.
Although I was telling you that one of the coolest things I ever saw was the G.I. Joe comic book where they show Snake Eyes before he was Snake Eyes. And the funniest part of that is he's got a big old pair of aviator sunglasses on.
That's great.
But anyhow, yeah. I fucked up. See, I still like, yeah.
Anyway, we are going to go ahead and end the stream here. Thank you for coming out and watching.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Have a wonderful night.
Hey, at least you
Have a
got to
good
share
night,
my
Jimmy.
dorkiness tonight, right?